Hi, I'm Keegan. Welcome back to A Bunch of Gamers. We are playing our Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th anniversary game, and I'm going to go around and have my players introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Cora Two-Hearts. She's an Arun in the Good of Fenris.
Hello, I play Riley. I play Riley.
You play Riley.
Myself. Hello, I'm Riley, and I play Sorcha Flynn. She is a Ragabash with the Fiona, and her Garu name is Onyx-Flame.
That's staying in.
I'm Tyler, and I play Kyle. He's 19, a Philodox, and has found his purpose with the Garu. He is known as Guards the Low, Child of Gaia.
Hi, I'm George. I play Roy. Name is Mindscape as well. He is a Ragabosh, and he's with the Stargazers.
Hi, I'm Jade. I play Morden Blood Singer Trevelyan. She is a Galliard of Fiona.
Last time, after a rockin' moot and several drugs, alcoholic beverages, and spoken truths later, you wound up back at the moot and have agreed to join the Glasswalkers in raiding the facility under DIA and wiping the worm out from underneath it. Fights-on-Rooftops has accepted the 3 packs, including yourself, the Mountain Guard, and the Threadweavers. The first thing Fights-on-Rooftops said is the next morning when you all wake up, you will come together and you will start talking about what you plan to do with the day, and others will shadow the others. She wants all 3 packs to start to know each other so that they can work as a singular unit once they're behind enemy lines. The morning comes, and the light slowly starts to go into your rooms. Morgan, you feel the nice, warm kiss of the sun. Unfortunately, that kiss is right over your eyes after a very long night.
Why? Why are there no decent blackout curtains? Gosh darn it.
You didn't close them all the way.
You were too
Drunk
high.
and drug-riddled stupor.
Oh, gosh. Curse past me. Why?
Cursed last night, me.
No, I'm not cursed. I'm not cursing drunk me. I'm just cursing me who went to bed and didn't close the curtains correctly. I need a cup of tea. And a bacon sandwich. Like right now. Right this moment.
So are you heading into the...
I'm heading to the mess hall. I'm literally rolling myself out of bed and semi-crawling my way to the mess hall.
Perfect.
Soon you shall be mine, bacon. Soon.
That's all the bacon. All the time.
Oh yeah, like, I'm taking all the bacon. Nobody else is getting any. You want it, you have to fight me for it.
As you're moving in, you see one of the kinfolk as they look at you. They look a little shocked and they smile. Hey, you're up early.
Close the curtains the full way across, and the sun decided to greet me this morning with a cheery smile. I hate it.
Oh, sorry. Do you need some pain meds?
Nah. Nope, don't need any payments. Just a cup of tea and several plates of bacon sandwiches.
Well, the food just came out, so help
Zoom.
yourself.
Already gone. Finding the bacon, taking the bacon, moving the bacon to a table where I am going to sit with my mug of tea. If anyone comes near me, they may get a growl.
Roy,
Um,
you see in your dreams, briefly, sands as far as the eye can see, winds blowing in all directions as little dust devils seem to spring up all around you. The midnight navy blue sky looks like a fair painting with little bits of twilight seeming to dance upon the painted tapestry.
look around.
You look around. It seems fairly abandoned, though the nice heat seems to warm you. It's pleasantly warm, yet it seems to burn slightly, all at the same time. You get a strange smell. Smells that remind you of loss.
Can I try and follow the smell?
You can.
I will try and do that.
You move. As you start walking, you already find yourself in your four-legged form. Nose up, looking. As you get to a small oasis that stands pristine, the water clear like a mirror shimmering, reflecting the night sky and Luna hanging high above, only half her face showing to Gaia.
Approach the oasis, and possibly, if I don't see anything, take a drink.
You take a slight drink as two eyes seem to form in the pool right next to you.
Glance over.
You look up to the dried, dying tree as you see Owl looking down on you.
Oh, greetings, Owl. I did not see you there.
Gone.
Alright, now this is gonna... I swear. Who? Okay.
Oh, Lord. Okay. He has seen the dead, but much like his own, he has never seen his ancestors. Something has caught him, and he leaves now to seek them. He's gone, and I feel the threads that connect him to me, and thus you, vanishing.
Well, it can only be one person. Can you tell me where he was last seen?
Deep in the Umbra, in the woods, long, the trees tall, the shadows deep. Yet, to lands of sand and the unknown, he walked the paths out of my view. His connection is he's still alive, but his connection to me has dissolved away. Not through the grasps of death, but through the grasps of something different. And with that, you wake up.
I'm gonna kick out of bed and run and grab a quick bite to eat.
You run into the mess hall to grab a quick bite to eat as you see Morgan hunched over a plate of bacon, a cup of tea next to her, and deep dark circles under her eyes.
Jesus, you look like shit.
In answer to you look like shit, by the way, the response there was a low growl, but obviously that didn't come across, even though I was incredibly close to my microphone.
Oh. Well, with that growl, I will say I had a dream, and eat up. We're going to the Umbra.
No, I don't want to go to the Umbra. I've had enough of the Umbra. The Umbra can wait like another day or two.
But Melvin cannot.
What's he done this time?
He is lost in the Umbra. I was visited by another, spirit. This time, Owl.
Oh, do you know what? I'm glad. I'm glad it was you and not me, because I swear to God, if I had another crazy dream involving totem spirits, I might have actually stabbed somebody.
Well, good thing that no one was there to stab except Owl himself. And I don't think he'd take too keenly to that.
Who knows? Maybe that's something to try in the future.
I'll bite my tongue and eat up. We're going in 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Really? Can we not, say an hour?
25 minutes. I'll give you an extra 5.
The meeting with Fights-on-Rooftops is in 45 minutes.
Oh, we have a meeting? Shit.
Do we? We have a meeting? Who organizes meetings for this early in the morning? That is so dumb.
The meeting's in 2 hours, we'll say, actually. Because she understood the party.
Okay. Then,
who organizes meetings this early in the morning? That's dumb.
That's a good question. I don't know. And nor do I care right now. We need to leave in 20 minutes. So that way we can try and get some sort of direction on where we can find Melvin. I knew I was right to be worried about him, and you're the one that told me that he'd be fine.
I'm still confident he's fine.
Then why the fuck did Owl visit me in my dream and tell me that he's lost and dying?
Because he's overreacting? He's not feeling himself? I don't know.
This time I'll growl.
Wow, cute. Real cute. Fine, we'll go.
I'll get up.
Fine, we'll go. 20 minutes. And then
I'll
we
get
can
up.
go, we can find out there's nothing wrong and everything's fine, and then, you can bitch and whine about it to somebody who actually cares.
Okay, well, fine. Be that way. With that, I'm going to get up, snatch 1 or 2 strips of her bacon quickly, and then run off.
Kyle, you walk into seeing this fight.
Like a telltale game. Morgan will remember that.
I don't know if I have the energy for this. What time is it?
It is about 7:15.
All right, Kyle will give a heavy sigh and seat myself at least somewhat near them.
As you hear the vindictive chewing of Roy on bacon.
I'll just patiently wait to see where this goes.
Okay.
Don't want to make it worse.
So, Roy
Yeah.
or Morgan, what do you guys do now?
In 20 minutes, whether she's ready or not, I'm going to shift into the Umbra, taking my pack with me.
Okay.
Right then and there, on the spot.
So, Kyle, you witness Roy getting up, grabbing Morgan by the shoulder, and turns to look at a mirror. Roy, please make a Gnosis roll, difficulty 4, please.
Difficulty 4. Okay, let me go ahead and roll that. Roll. What is my Gnosis? Gnosis is 4. 4d10. What is it? T4 F1?
Yep.
Okay. 4.
Damn.
So you pass through instantaneously as Morgan, holding her plate of bacon, slips through her hands physically and slams onto the table.
No. I look at her. I wasn't finished my bacon.
Well, 20 minutes is 20 minutes. We need to go.
As you are in the Sept grounds in the Umbra, the place looks spotless here, and you notice the various bird spirits and glass spirits occasionally conflicting with each other, but overall you also see the lines of currency spirits shooting off in all directions, grabbing hold of electron spirits and launching off at the speed of the wind.
From the dream, Owl said that he was lost in the deep depths of the Umbra. Based on that information, do I know where I can start looking?
You will have to start looking and start traversing the moon paths.
Okay. Then let's start doing that. Morgan, we're taking moon paths right now.
Oh goody. My favorite thing to do, because they haven't led me on a wild goose chase before.
Well, this is going to be a wild wolf chase now. Completely different than a wild goose chase.
Yay.
I would expect you to care a little bit more about your pack.
Let's just go.
I'm going to shift into lupus form and start trying to sniff around and pick up Melvin's scent.
Okay. It is still the half moon, so the moon paths seem broken in places. The moon path, there's only about half of a moon path, so they'll break for a while where you could get lost, and then they go on. And Morgan, what were you going to do? Sorry.
I was going to say, can I use heightened senses, please?
Yes, you may.
Is that possible? Beautiful. So, I too will try and smell out where he went.
All right, let's do a perception alertness. With just the wolf modifiers, it's diff 6. With heightened senses, I believe it would drop to diff 4, yes?
Yeah, -2 perception diff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to go diff 8 because it's been a few days since he's come through here, and diff 6 for heightened senses.
So diff 8 and lupus?
Yep.
So, diff 6 for me. Perception alertness.
That's still 4. 10. 8 F1. Can I use... There was a gift. I believe it's Iron Resolve that allows me to spend 1 willpower to get 1 automatic success, or is it 2 automatic? I can't remember that one.
It's 2 because 1 automatic is just from spending willpower.
Okay, so then that would be 2.
Yes.
So I would do the F1 plus 2.
No, just roll and then add 2 to whatever it rolls.
Okay, 4.
All right. So you get a scent on him, on one of the moon paths that leads downward, almost.
Down.
I'll
just take off. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, as you start going down the path, what it is though it doesn't feel like it's sloping down, the rest of the building is moving up with you. There were no breaks in the floor either. You were just simply passing through the floor. And as you continue on, there is a wall, a web of some kind before you. Like a netted cocoon.
How thick is it?
You'll have to do another Gnosis check to actually pass through it, even though you're in the Umbra.
Alright. Individually or together?
You can do it together. It is diff 7, though.
Okay. Roll 4D 10 T7 F1 0.
As you do so, you see spiders starting to crawl down, ready to attack. There's a swarm of them, at least 10 patterned spiders, as well as a geometric orb that seems to be floating down towards you. As it rotates and shifts colors in a predictable pattern.
What's the color rotation?
It shifts from red to white to blue, back to white to red. You both feel claws fall upon your shoulders as Owl goes, "It is time to turn back. This is not your road. Not yet.
But Melvin."
I turn round.
Come. His destiny is not death."
Where are we going?
Back, briefly. As you run away a bit, back into the safety of the cairn, as Owl stands there, looking at you. Death Scene came across something wondrous, something that was outside of normality.
So, is he in danger?
He is beyond my sight now. Whatever it was dissolved my connection to him. As I said to Roy, I did not feel his life force leaving, which makes me suspect he is alive.
Okay, so you suspect he's alive. You know he came across something wondrous, so he's probably fine.
Not all wondrous things are good, or at least benign.
If that's the case, why are you calling them wondrous? Wondrous to me implies that it's a good thing.
Because it shatters the norms of reality. It is something that should not be, but is. That is why the spiders were there. They were patching reality, and over-patching reality.
Huh. Is this another Weaver thing?
Yes.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
I'm afraid if he stays there for too long, he won't be able to come back.
I don't believe your road is to meet him here, but somewhere else. Take this as the bird extends his claw and waits for you to shift back to Hamid.
I'll do so and extend my hand.
He drops a golden coin in your hand.
And what is this meant for?
This is the last thing he was examining before he'd been taken.
Taken. And what's on this coin? Is it just this flat gold coin, or is there symbols on it?
There are symbols on it. It is the symbol of a man firing a bow on a chariot with a horse drawing the cart. And on the other side is the symbol of the scarab with wings branching out into the heavens.
Well, I guess you've got something to research.
I feel like you are way too, I can't think of the word, calm about this. And dismissive, yeah.
He said there's nothing we can do right this moment, and that we're not supposed to meet Melvin here. So, I don't know, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to panic? Because right now, we can't do anything. He's literally just told us that. So we might as well leave, go and find out what the symbols are on the coin, and deal with it later.
Aye, that's the plan.
Good. Then shall we leave?
You are way too thick. We appreciate all of the help, Owl, and we hope to bring better news regarding Melvin.
I hope you find him soon. So as you return to the mess hall, you see Cora coming in.
Awesome. She's probably
Morning.
just gonna get some, I don't know, well-balanced meal, I guess. Sit down and try to eat away the fatigue from last night. Hey, drugs and alcohol. Are they, when I come in, are they just coming back from the Umbra? Or
Yes.
have a small adventure this morning?
Say that.
Melvin's missing, and we have to figure out where we need to go to meet up with him.
And what did you find in the Umbra?
I'll flip her the gold coin. And have you seen any of these symbols before?
I know that scarabs are an Egyptian symbol. What pack is Melvin in again?
He was part of the Silent Striders.
Am I making the right connection?
Are you?
Cora will flip the coin back to Roy. Well, he was a Silent Strider, and the Silent Striders were forbidden to go back to their homeland of Egypt. Maybe it has something to do with that.
So you're saying field trip?
I mean, maybe, but we got a thing in Denver to do.
That won't take more than a day.
No,
So we can do that and go find Melvin.
definitely.
Someone
Wait,
over
wait.
here.
You want us to go to Egypt now? Is that what you're asking?
Why not?
Have you
Oh
not
yes,
been?
let's just have a roundabout trip to Egypt. Sure. Do you know how far away Egypt is right now?
It's very far away, but with moon bridges. Anyway,
It doesn't. I don't think you can just moon bridge into Egypt.
I don't know. Haven't tried. But regardless,
I ain't going to Egypt.
And why is that? Are you just afraid of the desert?
Yeah, I'm afraid of the desert and I hate sand. And also pretty certain we're not welcome in Egypt.
Well, regardless, that is what I'm seeing on this coin. Scarabs are an Egyptian symbol, and the Silent Striders were cast out of Egypt. So, do with that what you will. I'm going to eat.
In and out of character.
I am grabbing another cup of tea and I'm gone. I'm out the mess hall.
So what happened?
Morgan is being very lackadaisical and dismissive of the danger Melvin might be in. It seems that when he went on his quest and which is why he hasn't been around for the last couple of days. Owl has visited me in a dream and let me know that he no longer senses him, but he is quite certain that he's still alive. And that alone has caused me much worry. I just think...
Go on.
I just think that Morgan is being very dismissive, and it's very upsetting because we're supposed to be a pack and we're supposed to care for each other.
Did Owl say anything else?
I
mean, I guess he was the one who gave you the coin.
He is.
She? Is Owl a he or a she?
I think I was a he.
I thought so.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain that, or no, if I'm remembering correctly, Owl said that he saw a wondrous thing, but based on the scent that I picked up, or that we picked up and followed through, the pattern spiders have sectioned off parts of the Umbra and will not allow us to follow his scent. And that's when Owl visited and told us to find a different path to meet up with him.
Well, I certainly understand your worries, but I don't think the path through would be to go through Egypt. I mean, and obviously I know that's just about the only clue you have, but if it got us embroiled in, well, the Garu embroiled in a war with the Pharaoh, I don't think it'd be worth it. For any Garu.
What am I supposed to do? If he's still alive, I need to go and find him. And if he's dead, I still need to bring his body back.
I mean, I can't say I've ever dealt with some... Well, I mean, I've seen things that are wondrous, but probably not anything that a spirit would define as wondrous.
Which leads me to more worry.
I mean, there must be someone, if not here, then at Sacred Stone, who could shed some light on some courses of action.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's somebody here that can help look into this.
I do hope Melvin's okay.
Sorcha starts walking in, hearing I do hope Melvin's okay.
Sorcha is going to be holding her head. And as she kind of shuffles by them, she's going to say, "Stop yelling, please. You're giving me an headache."
If your packmate went missing, would you not be upset? And I'll just get louder.
Just a little bit. What now?
No, my packmate is missing. Or did
Uh-huh.
you not catch that Kyle is also worried?
Roy.
Well, you don't know why you're mad with me. Well, I just walked in.
You're shushing me for being emotional about my packmate.
I thought you were temp.
Temp or not, there's a connection.
Right. So what's happened to him?
And Roy's gonna get really frustrated for the third time.
And just repeat the whole thing?
Yeah, and just repeat the whole thing. I don't want to have to go through that thrice or fourth time.
Oh, well, if it wasn't here you get. Well, that is really unfortunate. I'm sorry your packmate's gone. And she's gonna, open one of her eyes and peer down at them. Are you holding the Egyptian thingy?
I am.
And she's gonna go, "What's that?"
This is the coin that I spoke about. And I'll flick it over to her.
Okay.
Do you understand any of these symbols? The Cora was wise enough to kind of let us know that the scarab is an Egyptian symbol.
Oh,
Do you know anything about the chariot man shooting an arrow drawn by a horse?
What's your education? What's either of your academics, I'm sorry.
1.
0.
0.
If you have 1 dot, you can do an intelligence academics. Difficulty 6.
Okay. So I have 3 in that. 2!
Yeah, the guy in the chariot's Ramsay the Great.
Weren't that... What's his name? Starts with an R? Not the really famous one. Ramses. One of them. Plus Ramses.
I don't know who that guy is. What's...
It's a pharaoh. It's a pharaoh. You know, really big guy, important, that sort of thing.
Not ever heard of him.
Oh, well, we need to get you a history book then. But he, I think he's in the good book, the Bible. There's a Ramsey something. But you go on, you little bears. I'm gonna go get some coffee. And she's just gonna shuffle away.
Okay. With that, the meeting starts. After you've all... as you see... Fights-on-Rooftops already there. She has written out every pack name on the whiteboard and each individual pack member in the pack on the board. I'm going to see who gets there in what order.
And where are you writing this info down?
Oh, I'm just writing it down for my own sake. Because it's more important for who comes in last. I just have a random list generator. And I put everyone's name into it. Sorcha, you're the last one in.
Oof.
She's going to shuffle in.
As she crosses in, and the second she crosses, Fights with Rooftops goes, "Good. We're ready to begin. Please have a seat. Please also be punctual. If we're going to work as a unit, then we must know when to act and how to act, and when everyone else will be here. Thank you. I will allow you all to act on your own accord for these days. It's not going to be perfect. We will fight together, but we are going to fight together. We need to be a unit, and we can't make any mistakes. We must be in sync. So, I admit that 3 days is not perfect in synchronizing our actions. But it is the best we can do. I would like you all to try and shuffle around and do your own things. Please inform us on what you're going to do today. I'll pick Bloodwind. I will be going out into the woods. The scab is getting to me. I will be there for the day to reconnect with Gaia. Andy raises her hand and interrupts. I'll be going with him. I want to commune with some of the local spirits here as well, get a better feel for it. One of the glasswalkers goes, can I go along with you two then? I'm kind of curious. I don't get out of the city much. I'd be very interested to see how you communicate with spirits outside of the city. Very well. Silver Scribe goes, me and Terrence have already started talking. I would like to, we're going to investigate the city. I want to learn more about the city and how they patrol this area, given that the worms everywhere. Understandable. All right, Swift River. I have some guard duties today. I want to stay at the Cairn and to go about checking some things via the Umbra and the physical realm. Anyone willing to jump along is more than welcome to come along. Good. You, Cora, you seem distracted. What are you going to be doing today? And would you like to join any of the others here? Remember, I want you all to come together as a unit.
I was thinking maybe I would go talk to Bear, though I think now maybe I'll go spend time with Bloodwind and see what the force is like through their eyes.
Very good. Morgan.
Uh-huh. So you want me to tell you what I want to do?
Yeah.
What day is it?
It is a Sunday, the 26th.
Well, it's Sunday, so that means day of rest. So basically, my plan is to sit, drink tea, relax, play a bit of guitar.
Swift River goes, would you like to spend some time in the Sept with me? It's just walking around occasionally, checking things out. The Sept's never really under attack. It's just kind of the basics.
That involves moving.
Occasionally, it also involves sitting and guarding places.
Why not? At least I can sit and play guitar.
Roy, what are you going to be doing today?
I think I want to do a bit of meditation in the what's that place called again? Out of character.
They call it the meditation room.
Yeah, do a bit of meditation in the meditation room and practice a bit of my. I am all over the place right now. What's the
Kalido?
Yeah, Kalido.
Good. Perhaps you can hook up with your other packmate and Swift River once you're done, since they will be on the Sept grounds as well.
I'll see if I have time, but yes.
Guards low, what do you plan on doing today?
I think I will join Bloodwind. It would be a good opportunity to restore my gnosis as well.
Understood. And of course, lastly, Sorcha.
I've got to talk to a few spirits, learn a few gifts to hopefully help in the hunt.
Very good. At this point, that is when Threadweaver goes, I can help you with that if you want to come on patrol with me and Silver Scribe.
Why not?
Good. I assume, Bloodwind, that you will be using one of our vehicles to go out into the wilderness then? Ugh. I'd rather throw myself into the throat of the Destroyer. At least that would do some good. We will be going via the Umbra. What was that, Morgan?
I was like, geez, dramatic much?
I was about to say, who pissed in his Cheerios this morning?
The Weaver.
And the worm. And humanity itself.
And this whole thing.
Bloodwind is just super dramatic. He's lupus. He's lupus get.
He's lupus get Arun.
He's lupus get. Like, he's just gonna be drama.
He's gonna be extra. It's the law.
Is he a basic white bitch?
No, not quite.
I mean, he's extra.
He is extra.
He's emo teen.
Yeah.
Angry at everything.
He's somehow a mix of a Karen and one of those guys who talks in his truck.
What a thing to be.
Bloodwind goes, we'll go into the meditation chamber as well. The moon paths are cleaner there. As Andy steps up, she taps all who are going to go. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. And
Alrighty.
Swift River goes, all right, Morgan, we're going to just sit in front of the security desk. Easiest job in the world.
Let me go and grab my guitar and a cup of tea.
All right. I think I'll join you for that cup of tea.
Okay, let me grab the cup of tea and then I will go to my room and grab my guitar.
Okay. As she walks with you to the mess hall for some tea.
So, I take my milk, no sugar. I'm gonna go and grab my guitar.
Okay, sounds good.
And then Morgan leaves to go and grab her guitar.
Okay.
And to a shock of no one, does not return.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, for shame.
Like queued up for the last 5 minutes. So yeah,
Okay.
Morgan has done a skedaddle. She has cheesed it. She has grabbed her guitar and has cheesed it to somewhere quiet where hopefully no one will know she's there.
Okay.
Meditation room.
Now she's not going to the meditation room.
But it's quiet. And no one would
Yeah.
expect Morgan to be there.
But there's other people in the meditation room, so obviously she's not going to go there. That would be dumb.
I mean, have you seen your intelligence?
Intelligence does not equal, just basic common sense.
No, that's wisdom. What's your wisdom?
And surprisingly, would you believe it? But Morgan has wisdom coming out of the wazoo.
Oh, good.
I have more wisdom than anything. Anything I have. Nope. What do I have? Wisdom. And apparently my wisdom is telling me, don't go to the meditation room. That's a dumb place to hide.
Good to know. So you all go to the meditation room. As you pass through, you do notice that the stargazers are actually rearranging the meditation room.
Can we tell why?
You could ask.
We could ask.
Okay, sure.
So you see gazes from afar. There, working.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, just moving things around, rearranging things. We do it pretty frequently.
Just for laughs, or?
It's a way to honor the triad before the fall. Through possibility and the destruction of the old design, we have new possibilities, and through that possibility, we create shape and form a new meditation room that is never stagnant, always changing, and will always be destroyed to create something new.
Oh,
Balance.
fair enough. Thanks.
Mindscape, would you mind helping us with this boulder?
I'll breathe long and hard, and yes, I will help you.
As he shifts into Krynos, as it is quite heavy.
I will shift as well.
As you start moving around and start shifting things around, the rest of y'all shift into the Umbra and start taking the moon paths. Andy's going to be the one doing the guiding, and she successfully guides you through the moon paths to actually leave the city limits. You start moving down the silvery paths that are broken and blotched, hopping over places with long rivers, cold and inky black, while above is the cloudy twilight daylight sky of the Umbra, before you finally get out into the woods as your feet finish clunking on rocks and concrete, and you start to feel grass beneath your feet. When this happens, Bloodwind shifts into Lupus and bolts into the field, his tail up and excitement radiating off of him.
I'll follow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
In Lupus form, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
You smell the joy coming from him.
Cora's taken aback. This is not something that she usually connects with Bloodwind.
As he turns, he growls and stretches out, his claws digging into the earth as he shakes. As he lifts out his nose and smells and gives a slight growl.
Cora will sniff as well, following suit. Like, what are we smelling for?
Do a Perception Primal Urge, difficulty 6.
That's with the -2?
That includes the -2.
Okay. 3, 5. Oops. Roll 5d10, T6, F.
You get it faintly on the wind. It's the smell of anger, of unbridled rage, with slight hints of primitive and primeval.
Cora will cock her head to the side at Bloodwind.
Talons.
Oh. Oh. Cora remembers there's a Talon Sept near Denver, right?
It's not near Denver, but it definitely starts to cross. You're getting close to their territory. Caution, not in their territory yet. Yet. Territory's far, but closer to Talons, closer wolf spirits are. Important.
We are looking for wolf spirit.
Wolf spirit to hell with.
Then lead.
As he starts to lead you off into the woods. Meanwhile, Sorcha, in the lobby, you see Silver Scribe and Threadweaver approaching, getting ready to go out. You ready?
She goes, yeah. Just had to make myself presentable.
Yeah, alright, so we're gonna go down south that way. We're gonna do a little patrolling that way.
Alright.
Biggest thing we have to do in this area is if we see someone stealing, we gotta scare them off. This is
Shouldn't be a problem.
This is a cairn of plenty and is dedicated to Almighty Dala. And so if they're stealing, it could potentially weaken and poison the cairn.
Alright.
Alright, let's go. Whew. It's a beautiful May day, though. Tell you what.
Bit sunny for my liking.
Well, I'll tell you what. You ain't gonna do too well here in Colorado, then. A lot of sunny days.
So I've heard.
Anyway, what brought you to what brought you stateside anyway?
I was visiting my cousin.
As you hear Silver Scribe, the Arcadian Watcher. Yeah, no. She's good. She's good.
Yeah, and felt nice to stay for a bit. Since it was impressed upon me that my current pack needed assistance with a few things.
Makes sense. What kind of gifts you looking for?
Pulse of the Prey?
Okay. That one is a little harder to come by in these streets, but I can definitely try and summon a spirit for that.
Yeah, the game says wolf or dog spirit.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, we'll have to go a little bit over there outside of our territory. You gotta go to the bougie area to get all the good dog spirits.
Alright, lead the way.
Yeah. Come on. By foot. Next thing so on the itinerary for circling around these cities is one, we're gonna do a quick patrol. That's gonna take a couple hours. Once we're done with patrol, then we're going to go here, as he points to the map on his phone. It's a urban gardening class. We like to go there and we try and spread the word and make it seem like it's drawing a crowd. If people see a diverse group in a class, they're more likely to include themselves in that class. And this way we can bring some more green and sustainable practices to the city. After that, we'll go here as he starts scrolling on his phone. And then we'll pass into the Umbra there. And then I'll summon a spirit for you and we can try and get you.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright. You're Ragabosh, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least we've got a Galliard then. I'm not much with rage either. So, Roy, in the meditation room, you finally finish putting away all the kind of stones and things like that, as the meditation room looks great and completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mindscape. It was greatly appreciated.
My pleasure to help. Would you mind answering a quick question for me? And if you also have time, helping me with some of my practicing of, I just had it on the tip of my tongue, Kalido.
Sure.
I'm gonna fish out a gold coin. Owl, my totem spirit, gave this to me due to one of my pack mates going missing. Would you happen to have any extra information on where this came from?
The scarab is a little different than the standard one you'd see in a history book, certainly. It looks similar to a symbol I've seen on a Silent Strider fellow. He sometimes goes to the Sept of the Sacred Stone. His name is Jato Winds of the Ashen Dead.
Winds of the Ashen Dead. Can you give me his first human name again?
Jato.
Yeah.
Jatau.
Okay. And what sept was that again?
He sometimes frequents the Sept of the Sacred Stone. He's been there a few times when I've visited. I also believe he goes to a Shadow Lord Sept down in Mexico.
And okay. And what about the other side?
I believe this is
One of my pack mates, or
this is Ramses
yeah, that's what they said.
or Ramesses. Yes, I wouldn't know much beyond that. I'm not. I don't know too much about Egyptian history, except what comes from the Garu side of it. I think this lines up when the Silent Striders were pushed from Egypt. I know that there are a few camps in northern Africa of Silent Striders who still patrol that area. They simply just don't cross the border.
Okay. I appreciate your input and knowledge on this. Would you mind taking the time now to help me practicing Kalido?
Sure, come with me. We should leave the meditation room then.
Okay.
As he takes you off of the Sept grounds, and then he shifts into Lupus in the back alley.
Mm-hmm.
As he waits for you to do the same.
I'll shift into Lupus.
Kalido is instinct. Instinct through smell. Instinct through sight. Through moving low. Through changing. We move through city. We hunt. We make sure we are not spotted at all.
That doesn't sound too hard.
So
I say as, it's probably harder than it is.
smell for prey. Follow your lead. So that would be perception, primal urge.
Perception, primal urge.
And it is difficulty 8 in Lupus because there's all the smells and sounds from the city, including cars, smoke, gasoline, people, human excrement.
Of course. F8T1. No, it's T8F1.
Yes.
T8F1. I'm going to spend another willpower for my Iron Resolve to get the automatic 2.
Okay.
And 3.
3. You get the smell of something. It smells like a deer, actually. A small one, but a deer.
In the city. Huh.
Well, near one of the
Okay.
parks. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Now,
I
the
will-
tricky part will happen because there are the smell came drifting over a long way, and you've got about 6 city blocks of full city to try and sneak through to get there. And we will
I'm
come
assuming,
back.
I'm assuming as Lupus, and I can't
Yes.
just shift into Hamid to sneak through.
Correct.
Okay.
So, and we'll see how you deal with that in just a moment. Morgan, you're in your hiding place playing your guitar.
Yep. And that's where I'm staying.
As you hear muffled voices nearby.
As soon as I hear muffled voices, I'm gonna stop the guitar just so they don't hear and find me.
Okay. You hear a couple words going, "You're not yourself." Muffle, 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 muffle. And then you hear, "If you don't want to be part of it, then don't be. But don't expect to be taken on any incursions if you decide to back out now." Muffle, muffle, muffle. "I'm not backing out. I'm..." And then nothing. As you hear someone stomping by where you were, and you hear the door swing open as you see Swift River coming into your room or your hiding place, not even noticing you, slamming the door, and covering her face, taking a few deep breaths as you see her transforming unconsciously into Glabro out of frustration.
Just going to stay real quiet and hope that she leaves. Just make myself real small and just be like, you don't see me.
She takes a final deep breath and she wipes away her tears. She finally looks over at you and she's just staring right at you.
Step back at her and go, you're hallucinating, you're stressed, I'm not really here.
Whatever, fuck you too, Morgan. If you didn't want to do anything, you didn't have to pretend like I could have some company today. She just opens the door and leaves.
That's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and I go back to strumming on my guitar.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Indeed. Wow.
What?
But Morgan woke up on the wrong side of the bed because she didn't close the curtains properly, guys. She is more of a bitch today than she will ever be. She is not okay. She's tired, she's slightly hungover, and she just wants her Sunday to be a relaxing one.
Dear Garu, that's not going to happen.
Well, I can try.
Making
So
notes
far,
for...
I was going to say, so far, it's working. But that'll come to bite me in the ass later. But for now, that's future Morgan's problems.
Well.
Yes. So back in the woods, you're moving through. The woods are deeper and darker than the physical realm, densely packed with brush creeping and clinging to your furs. You hear the grumbles from Michael captures the moment as he goes, "Is this what country Garu go through all the time?" He's just like, and there's just so many smells. It's weird. And as Bloodwind turns around and growls, "Wolves don't come in the presence of cowards." As Paints with Twilight sighs and seems to whisper something as she gives him a slight rub and simply says, "Just think of how he felt in the city where it was a bunch of smells he did not like and was not expecting, and he wasn't allowed to be in his breed form either."
Cora just laughs at Bloodwind's comment. Like, no cowards.
You gonna say anything for going through Kyle's mind?
He had basically the same thoughts as were just whispered.
Okay.
And honestly, he probably has to deal with it more often than the city Garu do.
Mm-hmm.
As you get to a clearing, there is a wolf spirit. It's a beautiful gray shade of gray, gray, white, and black, sniffing at a deer spirit that is simply brought down and eaten as wisps of the deer's breath blow out of it and form a new spirit elsewhere to hop away. Bloodwind bows.
Cora will follow suit.
Same.
The wolf can speak your tongue, the wolf spirit. You've come far, brothers and sisters. Different, not one pack. Can smell it on you.
Learning to act like one pack.
The wolf simply gives you a strange look, not fully comprehending. Brother, is what Paints with Twilight says. May we hunt with you? The wolf gives out a great howl, and Paints with Twilight gives the same as she performs a ritual as the deer spirit reforms to be hunted, as it looks at all of you and starts to bolt. Bloodwind gives a howl with the wolf spirit, and they both start dashing off after it.
We'll follow.
You all follow. All right. Sorcha,
Yes.
you guys are holding down a punk who is trying to rob someone. Shaking him down all in Hamid form, and he goes, look, and as Threadweaver's going, look, we're the reasonable ones. And then he points to you. She's the fucking crazy one, isn't she? As he uses some subterfuge and passes you a switchblade.
She's mildly offended at that, but she whips out the blade and holds it to his neck. He's like, the idea here is very simple. You stop stealing and get yourself out of here before you find yourself in more trouble.
Whoa, Ava, he ain't worth it. He ain't worth it. As he tries to, he half-heartedly starts pushing the knife away from his throat.
She is going to give him a glare and say, see, you've got to set examples of people, otherwise everyone's gonna be doing whatever they want.
He loudly whispers into the thief's ear, or the would-be thief's ear, sorry man, she's fucking crazy.
So, you and I, and she's going to gesture with the knife, you and I, do we have an understanding here?
Yeah, we've got an understanding.
Good. Now get out of here.
As the other two let him go, and Silver Scribe goes, run for your fucking life! So the guy bolts into the street and starts just shaking as he's running away.
She's gonna, gently hold the knife between two fingers and says, that was fun.
Yeah, you're a grade A actress. I would have taken you for a Galliard.
Well, thank you. Almost Galliard.
As Silver Scribe goes, she's Fiona. They're all basically Galliards.
That's true. That's very true. So, and she's gonna close the knife up and hand it back over to him. So what's next?
We're gonna go to the gardening thing, and then later tonight we'll hook you up with a dog spirit.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, I like it, actually. You don't see enough green out here. Well, Denver more so than most cities.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to travel out to a couple big cities thanks to our moon bridges, so... But Denver's the greenest. Still could use some more sustainability, though.
Ain't that the truth?
So, Roy?
Yes, sir.
How do you want to try and stealth your way through this? Give me a description and I'll tell you what you have to roll and what difficulty it's going to be.
Oh, God. I kind of want to, since we're in an alleyway, jump from wall to wall up to the rooftops, jump across the rooftops to the closest alleyway, and then basically run and jump and then shift into Hamid across the street, and as soon as I land on the other side, shift back into Lupus and run into the park.
He is telling you, well, just remember, he wants you to stay Lupus the whole time.
Right, Lupus, but I can still shift my hind legs into maybe Krynos.
Okay. What gifts do you have?
I have city running.
Okay, I thought so. So spend your point of rage?
I can't shift into Hamid. So I would shift into what's the Hispo in the alleyway.
Uh-huh.
Well, shift my legs into Hispo so that way I can get more strength into my speed, and then jump, and then shift into Lupus legs across, so that way it looks like I'm more of a dog than, monster wolf.
Okay. So we will be doing several rolls here.
Great.
You will be doing to jump up the buildings. That will be strength. It is a extended roll. You will need to make several strength athletics rolls to get a total of 6 successes. Each roll is you jumping and getting partway up. If you botch, you fall down the side of the building.
Okay.
So that's the first one.
Okay, so T6.
T6.
Okay. First one is a 1.
All right. So you make a couple small jumps as you're going, as gazes from afar just seems to watch you. Make another roll. You need a total of 6 successes.
That's
You've got a
3
total
right
of
there.
4 successes.
And that's my 6.
As you are now on the rooftop, and you said you wanted to shift your legs.
Well, the shifting of my legs was to jump up.
Okay.
So that way...
Okay, got it. I got what you're saying.
And then it was just basically the lupus, because it shouldn't be too hard to jump 6 to 8 feet running across the rooftop.
Yes. So that's another... That would be a strength athletics difficulty 4. You need 3 successes.
Diff 4, 3, and then that's 9.
Yeah. So you only needed the 1 because it was 3 successes. So you leap,
Oh,
you
okay.
make it across, and then what was the last thing you wanted to do?
I was basically scratching down, so I would be shifting my front paw into Krynos,
Okay.
or at least Krynos or Glabro. I think it would be Krynos though,
Okay.
to control my descent down, and then shifting into Hispo legs for the speed to
Okay.
jump.
Spend 2 willpower, and then you'll need to make a 1 stamina primal urge, difficulty 8, 2 successes to get your Krynos arms.
Okay,
And
so stamina, primal urge. Just making sure that I have everything. Roll 4d10. Okay.
diff 8.
Diff 8. Ooh, this one's gonna be rough.
You got your
2.
Krynos. You got your Krynos arms.
Ooh.
And now you have to do it again. You need 1 success to get your Hispo legs.
0.
So you don't get your Hispo legs, so your Dex Athletics to drop down and using your legs for power is going to be a diff 6, but you will gain 1 extra die because of your Krynos arms.
And am I using Lupus or
Lupus.
Krynos?
Lupus
for the-
Dexterity.
Okay. 4 and Athletics 7. And you said plus 1 die
Plus 1 die.
and difficulty 6 or 7?
6.
1. 4.
You successfully land. And then you start trying to make it to the deer, correct?
Correct.
All right. And that will be a stamina athletics. Difficulty 7.
Stamina in Lupus for 7 again. And then you said diff 7.
Yes.
And that's a 1.
You get enough as you are now in the park. But
That was stressful.
but now there's one last thing. One last thing you didn't anticipate.
Uh-oh.
There are a few people here, so you'll need to do a Dex Stealth, difficulty 7, to dive into the bushes before they notice a wolf.
6. Diff 7. 6. This is where it's gonna get fucked up, isn't it? Yep.
So
I did not botch, but
as the person goes, that's not a dog. Look at it over there. As someone starts like pulling out a cell phone. It is at this point that you see the mentor behind the person and they chop him to drop the phone and knock him out as they pick up the phone and delete the video. Put it in their hands and they drag them behind a bush and throw them. Behind the bush, Hamid now.
I'll go ahead and do that.
As you're able to come out and look human. Good try. You definitely thought outside of the box. You're still thinking too much with this as he pokes you right between the eyes.
Yeah. Something I need to work on, isn't it?
Yes. You must feel the wolf pulsing through you. That was the goal of this exercise. But now you know something more about yourself. So remember, the exercise was not a failure, nor did you fail.
No exercise is a failure if I learn something.
Exactly. Morgan, you're feeling a little better. Kind of life kind of reflowing through you. You actually fell asleep in your hiding spot for a few.
I was about to say, I'm imagining it's somewhere around about early afternoon, which on a Sunday means nap time.
Yes.
So yeah, I did indeed fall asleep. It's like you knew what I was going to do.
It's a gift.
Yes, I did indeed fall asleep. So I guess after sort of waking, having a bit of a stretch, smacking my lips and being like, brew time, and I'm gonna head down to the mess hall to go and get a brew, since I didn't get my other one, because, you know, I bailed.
You see Fights with Rooftops there, drinking. She's talking with Leads of Steel.
Head straight for my brew. Not even gonna look.
As you see the mechanical shift of Fights with Rooftops turn to you while she was in mid-sentence.
Just gonna get my brew.
As a unit.
Okay. So, I understand you want us to do this whole unit thing, and I promise tomorrow I will do the unit thing. But today was not a day to do people thing.
People will die because of you. And then she just turns back to her normal conversation and picks up exactly where she left off.
Oh well. And if I'm not around, they won't, and I just take my brew. And I go back to I guess I just go back to like my bedroom, I guess.
Okay.
I don't need to be hiding at this point, so but I don't want to sit in the mess hall.
Fair. That does seem uncomfortable.
Yes, just a wee bit. But yeah, Morgan is very much. I am very much aware. Yes, people will die because of me if I'm there. So if I'm not there,
Then more people will die.
not necessarily, you know, I I have a feeling that you guys could, from always being, can do everything without me. It's not like it's already been proven once before, so you know. I'm sure I'll be fine. You know, I'll be fine. You don't need me. So yes, Morgan is gonna go back to her room.
Okay. Back in the woods, you all regained your gnosis as you've taken down the deer and are feeding upon it.
Fantastic.
Lovely. How does Bloodwind look after all of this?
He looks reinvigorated. There's kind of a glow to him as the blood seeping down the side of his mouth as he crunches into some of the choicer pieces of the deer.
Happier now?
There is a bit of calm. It is important to reclaim where you come from before you go off to potentially die.
Kyle will do the equivalent of a wolf nod, whatever pheromone or smell that is.
Okay. The last thing I will be doing with Andy is honoring Great Fenris and the Great Mother.
The way he said that, is that meant to be a private thing then?
Well, you can ask.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. Is it meant to be private?
Does not have
Just
to
the
be.
two of you?
It does not have to be. The Fenrir are not apologetic nor shy of their love of Gaia and their commitment to Fenris.
Then I will join you.
I do not get to spend much time with other Get. I would like to come as well.
Good. It is a test, if you will. I have instructed Paint with Twilights, the basics. Plus, as she shifts into Hamid, I've dealt with Get multiple times. All right, as she starts pulling out a knife. I suppose we should do this.
Cora doesn't look surprised, more like intrigued. Like, not where I was expecting this to go, but...
Bloodwind shifts into his Hamid form, and he strips off all of his clothes and stands there stark naked with them scattered to the side. As he kneels and paints with twilight, starts doing prayers to Gaia as she carves Garu glyphs into his flesh.
Cora will shift back into Hamid. Is everyone going through that?
As you hear captures the moment, absolutely not.
Okay. What is the purpose of this?
It is cleansing. It is to feel the bite that Gaia feels every day as scabs cut into her flesh, as man drives his machines into her, drains her blood, burns her skies. It is to show Fenrir that we are strong and can stand the mother's pain, that we can understand it. As the knife slowly carves away and you see it healing instantly behind, but the glyphs remain in a small trail of blood over where the wounds were. She is carving the litany and many stories that the Garu of all tribes share. It is marked into my flesh, for my flesh belongs to the Garu, and my flesh is a vessel for my spirit, and my spirit is a weapon for Gaia.
Now, out of character, does Cora recognize this as like a Get a Fenris thing, or is it this purely a Bloodwind thing?
This is a Get a Fenris thing.
Okay. All right, so I guess that means Cora might be expected to partake.
Yep. As she finishes carving, as you see, basically half of the litany just carved onto his body.
How long did the carving take?
About an hour.
Hi.
Oh, goddamn.
All right, Cora's turn. She will strip down as well.
As you start getting the carvings, because you're in Hamid form, this whole ritual does 2 points of lethal damage.
Okay.
Or 1 point of lethal damage, I'm sorry.
Okay. That's X or star?
X.
X, okay. Thank you.
Carved along your flesh.
Super.
As Bloodwind sits there, takes a deep breath before shifting back into Lupus and just giving out a howl and a roar. After about an hour, Cora, you are finished as well.
Okay. What was the time limit on scarring?
What do you mean?
Oh, because isn't there like a time limit if you don't shift and heal the wounds?
No, your body, you won't have the scars.
Okay. All right. I just didn't know. I didn't know if I needed to write it down or not.
Nope.
Okay.
As Paints with Twilight turns to Kyle. Kind of shakes the knife a little bit, questioningly.
Well, you know, Children of Gaia are all about understanding the other packs and such. This is like, I've been in a city for a while. I guess I can be carved on for an hour. All right, yeah, he'll start stripping.
Cora will cross her arms like, I'm surprised, Kyle.
Well, it's better to understand all of the tribes as well as possible, and if I can't do what Bloodwind does to be a Get even once, I can't say I understand the Get very well.
And so the carving begins.
Oh, wait, resist pain!
Wow, is he going to look down on you?
Okay. Like, did they use resist pain?
No.
Fuck. Fine.
This is Kyle. This is to feel Gaia's pain. This
Right.
is not
That's
to
the whole point. You're
abandon the pain that Gaia
All
feels.
right. Good point. I won't
Do
use
not-
resist pain.
Do not just give it lip service.
You got me.
Cora is just as much get as Bloodwind is. She might still be learning, but she is. Don't resist the pain, Kyle.
The final symbol is carved as it says, even a child of Gaia is willing to stand the pain. As she goes,
That's nice.
all right, as she does the same and hands the knife to Bloodwind. So you all kind of bond.
Well, not all of us.
Well, yeah. As at this point, captures the moment, goes, fuck, fine.
Peer pressure, peer pressure, peer pressure.
And so the carvings are done. And
5 hours later.
yeah. And it's you take the moon paths back to the cairn. Roy,
Yes.
you are in the meditation room with gazes from afar as he's teaching some basic movements. As he goes, no, bend your leg like so. As he pushes down and you feel kind of an uncomfortable stretch.
Ow.
You're getting the hang of it.
Well, I would hope so. I've been doing this for a while now.
Some take months to learn the basics of Kalido.
I think that's a compliment then.
It could be. As you see Cora and the rest coming back through from the Umbra.
Pay them no mind. I'm trying to focus all my attention on learning.
Sounds good. This is a time when you will be allowed to spend experience points to increase your primal urge if you so choose.
For all of us?
For
Also?
him. Oh yeah, for you
Okay.
guys as well.
I don't have enough experience for that.
Sad.
Very sad.
The next time you have enough experience to increase it, you will be able to count this as a rationale for increasing it.
Cool.
And finally... Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Okay. And finally, Sorcha, you're in the bougie part of town.
Very nice.
As Threadweaver goes, yeah, this guy keeps his car back here. No one comes back here. Look in the mirror and go.
Into the Umbra.
Into the Umbra. It's difficulty 7.
I haven't had to do this myself in a while. It's Gnosis, yeah?
Yeah, diff 7.
Ha! I succeeded!
Good. So, you all get there as he summons a dog spirit for you. Great spirit. One comes seeking a gift.
I seek the gift to be able to find my prey where'er they go.
As the dog looks at you, as it wags its tail slightly, before finally going, I'll grant you this gift, but you must do something for me.
And what would that be?
There is an old dog 3 blocks up. His bark is low and painful. His bark is low and wheezy. It has not scared anything for many moons. Appear in your lupus form when no one's looking. Let the dog bark at you and flee from him as if you were scared for your life.
She'll kind of give a little bow and says, I can do that.
And we'll say you did that, and the spirit thanks you that the dog will pass in less than the turn of a moon, and for it to feel like a predator again.
Poor
You'll do
puppy.
it good when it passes.
Poor puppy! All Sorcha wants to do is give him a blanket.
And now you have Pulse of Prey.
Hooray!
With all of you back at the Sept, kinfolk have been summoned to ask you to re-enter the meeting room that you guys were in the morning.
That's 6 experience, correct?
Yes.
Oh, how did our last guy do with the carving?
He winced and he bitched a couple times, but he went through all of it.
What a good sport.
And Bloodwind acknowledged him.
Fantastic.
Right. Roy, you go back into your room as you see Morgan there grumpily playing.
How'd your day go?
The usual. Had a cup of tea, had a nap, played guitar. You?
Mario jumped up a wall today.
Congrats. That sounds fun and energetic.
You, finally out of your rut?
Better than I was this morning.
Just so you know, I'm still pissed at you.
Whatever.
Yep, you're not actually out of your rut. Alright.
Nothing just goes back to playing the guitar.
As you hear a rapping on your door.
I'll go and open the door.
Hi. As it's a kind of nervous kinfolk.
And you are?
My name's Robbie. I was sent by Anna. Fights-on-Rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
She wants the 3 packs in the war room.
Alright. Robbie, next time don't be so skittish.
Sorry.
You're just talking to Kin. Morgan, we've been summoned. Let's go.
I'm gonna skip this. Trust me, fights on rooftops is not happy with me right now. So probably best I don't grace
I'm
out with my presence.
If I'm the only one that shows up, that's not a pack, and I'm a loner. If you don't want to talk, don't talk, but you're showing up.
Fine. Morgan will stash her guitar.
She's just not having a good day.
Well, she can have a not good day on her own time.
This is my own time!
So, as you all enter the war room, I would like everyone to make an empathy perception check. Difficulty 7 for Fomori's Bane, 6 for Roy, 3 for Morgan.
You said empathy...
Perception?
Perception. 2, 3...
All 6 successes.
Wow.
What difficulty did you say for Moria's Pain? Because I
7.
heard 7.
7? Dang
Yeah,
it.
it's 7.
I got 0.
It
I
wouldn't
see
matter,
shit.
Sam. You got the same
That's still
difficulty.
3. Yeah.
Yeah. So everyone but Roy noticed that Swift River, Threadweaver, and Capture the Moment are kind of giving Morgan the stink eye. And Morgan, it feels like you are literally feeling daggers pinging against your flesh from the radiating animosity from the other pack. You also notice that some of it is, by default, drifting towards Roy as well.
Are you serious?
One
You're
pack. Yeah. You're a pack.
In semi-arrogance, I'm just gonna kick back and lean in my chair and flick one of my legs over my knee.
After Sorcha notices this animosity, she's going to sit next to her and kind of elbow her and say, "Everyone's mad with you for once. And not with me."
Yeah, it's 'cause it's Sunday and I wanted to have my Sunday to myself.
But Americans don't really follow that.
But that sounds like a them problem.
But we're here. And we've got to do like they do.
Fights with Rooftops comes in and goes, "It's time to talk. What did you learn?" Anyone can go. Bloodwind goes, "Even a new rock can deal with pain, and I respect them for it."
Even a what can deal with pain?
Ura.
Oorah.
It means tainted one, and it's a slur for werewolves who live in cities.
Wow.
He ended it with respecting them, though. So, like,
Candid comment.
that's a nice step. Kyle will speak up. I learned more about the lupus and the get, and feel like I'm more in tune with my wolf side.
Good. What about you? And then captures the moment goes, the forest is strange, but I guess the city's strange to others, so it's good to get out of my comfort zone. You can all do a perception empathy, difficulty 9.
Perception empathy?
Difficulty 9.
Well, I'm not getting this at all. Nope.
Perception.
Oh.
Nothing.
Cora, you notice that there's only a slight, it's very hard to detect. Fights with Rooftops' emotions are pretty well under control, but when captures the moment seem to be talking about wanting to be more in tune with the wilderness and the lupus, you do notice a slight twinge of disdain. Ever so slight.
From Fights on Rooftops?
Yes.
Okay. Cora will just glance over and kind of shake it off. It's weird.
Swift River goes, the bonds of pack are important, and maintaining the security of the sept is vitally important, even if one must do it alone. Good, good. Threadweaver goes, Fiona can act.
And Sorcha is going to, like, wave her hand and give a little head bow.
I learned that it is important to understand the pain that Gaia is going through so that we may better serve her and fight for her.
Good. Silver Scribe, I learned that the city has strange and different concerns than the wilderness, or at least to maintain peace in the city, rather than simply coming into the city to do something or attack something. There's far more going on, both in the umbral world and the physical realm.
I learned just now that everyone had a great day, and I am thankful that everyone did so.
There's a couple laughs around the table. She's like, very well, very well. Morgan?
Sorcha's going to lean into her and say, you're going to get demoted.
Whisper back to Sorcha and go, I don't care.
I suppose we will talk later.
Yeah.
Good job, everyone. We will reconvene tomorrow, and we will start devising a strategy. Fomori's Bane and the Infernal Alphas have been to the facility. We will ask them about the general layout. Once we have the layout, we will be able to make our plans of attack. We will do that tomorrow, and then finally, the day after, we will begin our attack. You are dismissed.
Cora will get up and just like glance over at Fights on Rooftops again and kind of just shake off that irk feeling that she got from like that disdain that she felt from them, and then
Okay.
head out of the room.
At this point, Terrence comes over, grabs Sorcha, and goes, hey, you want to sit with us tomorrow? Packs that go out for big missions get big meals.
She looks him up and down and says, sure,
Yeah, you can invite your pack.
I'll make sure to let him know.
Sounds good. And so the night passes, and Morgan, you closed your shades perfect this time. You got a full night's sleep.
Damn right I did. Not making that mistake again.
One sec. Roy, you get up before Morgan this morning as you start heading over to the break area.
Okay.
As you're walking along, you actually see captures the moment, and there's no two ways about it. He gives you the stink eye.
I'll walk up to him. It's like, captures the moment. What's that look for?
I don't know. I'm wondering if you're gonna just leave my pack behind in the middle of the fight in DIA.
What do you mean? I was getting ready for that fight all day yesterday.
Okay, yeah, you were getting ready for it all day, but you know what? You dealt with someone who was outside of the packs who are going, and quite frankly, if that's what you're doing, and you're gonna and your fucking packmate pulls the shit she pulled, I'm not too confident that you're gonna be able to do what needs to be done, and we're going to be left in the middle of a worm's nest with our exits cut off.
You're talking about Morgan yesterday, right?
Yeah, she was supposed to go with Swift River, and told Swift River to grab her tea and she'd meet up with her. Disappears on her. Swift River, I guess, gets in a fight with someone. No one can give me a fucking straight answer. Swiftwind goes to a place to cry, sees Morgan there. Morgan just starts talking about how she's just a figment of her imagination and that she's not really there, so don't talk to her. And then Swift River leaves.
Gaia, help me. I'm not going to become a get today, but I'm going to beat that motherfucker's ass.
Yeah, get your fucking pack in order. Jesus Christ, we have 2 days, and 2 days. 2 days to get our shit together, and I am not a get either, and I don't want to be fucking Wormchow just for the glory of it all.
I'll chuckle at that. That we can agree on. I'm going to go and talk to her now.
Morgan, you wake up and start heading towards the mess hall, I assume.
With my chant of brew, 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 brew.
From Orsbane, you're all together eating. You all are probably discussing what you saw in the war room yesterday, I would assume, given that you all noticed the stink eyes.
Yeah. What do you think that was about?
I don't know, maybe. I mean, one of them must have done something. We weren't getting those eyes.
Mm-mm.
I think she was probably being lazy, not throwing her weight around.
Doesn't she know how important it is tomorrow? Or the day after tomorrow?
Well, let's talk to him about it first.
Brew, 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 brew.
As Morgan starts entering the mess hall, and you hear her entering.
Sorcha's just gonna glance over and say,
Oh, just
Yes.
Little lighthearted this morning, are we?
It's a new day, it's a Monday. I know most people are like, Mondays are a blue day, but I'm alright with Monday. And it's time for a brew.
You motherfucker. I'm going to push Morgan.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
You left the street sweeper pack yesterday?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Now they don't trust that we're going to have their back. Why the fuck would you do that? When we're about to go and take out all of the worm underneath DIA.
Because it was Sunday.
Okay, but the least you could have said was be truthful about what you're dealing with. If you wanted to rest and relax, you could have rested and relaxed. You didn't have to say that you were going to do something and then not do it.
Yeah, but then, they would have just complained that I wanted to rest and relax to begin with, so...
At least you're honest with everyone. Now they don't even trust that you're gonna do what you say you're gonna do. I don't think I can trust you to do what you're gonna say you're gonna do.
Fine, then don't trust me, jeez. I don't need you to fucking trust me, Roy.
But that's what packmates do. We're supposed to trust each other.
This again. Don't need you to blink and go on every 5 minutes about this is what packs do.
Well, I mean, the door's there. You can leave, and I can find Melvin alone. It seems I'm the only one that actually fucking cares about him.
Anywhere near. Oh, piss off. It's not that I don't care about him. It's just we can't do anything about it right now.
But there's always something we can do.
Really? Okay,
Really?
you tell me. You tell me exactly what you plan on doing. How are you gonna find Melvin right now?
Right now, I got some information, actually. I can go and find Winds of the Ashen Dead. He goes to the Sept of the Sacred Stone. He might have some information.
Well, good.
Oh,
Good
I'm
for you.
sorry. That silence tells me everything I need to know. You weren't actually doing anything. I'm still out here looking for Melvin.
Yeah, you're right. I wasn't doing anything yesterday. It was Sunday, dude.
I can't believe this. I honestly can't believe this.
Well, after all this time, you can't believe that I didn't do anything on a Sunday?
That you don't do anything any day. Not just
Yeah,
Sunday.
well, there is just no fucking point in me doing anything anytime, right? Okay? I'm a performer. That is what I do.
That seems to be all you will ever do.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being a performer. That's what I want to do with my life.
Sorcha's gonna sip her coffee.
You are noticing an uncomfortable number of eyes. Roy and Morgan are not, but Fomori's Bane are noticing several of the Glasswalkers and Stargazers starting to just eat slower, drink slower, eyes turning. Several of the kin are bringing in plates of food slower and getting ready to run just in case there's a frenzy.
Sorcha will lean over to Cora and be like, "Should we stop that?"
I'm not sure.
Think we
Sometimes
should-
they have to have it out.
Yeah, give him a little more time.
If it's
You know
all
what,
bottled
Roy?
up-
If you really want to be part of a loving pack that supports each other, then why don't you just join for Maury's Bane, okay? You seem to have a thing for Cora anyway, so why not just make it fucking official?
Cora actually laughs at this point.
No, yeah, that's a laugh from Kyle too. That was legit.
Also, Sorcha laugh.
This is the closest Fomori's Bane has felt in
Ever.
years.
I don't want to join Fomori's Bane because I like the pack I'm in now.
What, the pack that consists of you, me, and a missing member? Great pack.
It would be a great pack if we can find Melvin. It would be a great pack if you can pull your fucking head out of your ass.
Yeah, but I like it up here. It's cozy, it's fucking nice.
And it smells like shit,
A bit like you.
says the person with their head up their ass. What's
a little.
really your problem with everything going on? Because it can't just be that you don't want to do shit. There's something
you're
going
right.
on, and you're not
Yeah,
saying
you're right. You're right, there is something going on. I've just told you, I'm a performer and I don't want to get involved with all this weird fucking Weaver worm politics.
But you're a part of it, and there's nothing you can do to change that. So
Well, yeah, there is.
so
I could just
play your
leave.
hand that you've been dealt. Well, then fucking leave.
I
Walk
don't
out
want to
that
play
door
the
right
hand
now.
that I was fucking dealt.
Then leave. No one wants
Fine.
you here if you're gonna
No.
be like this.
Kyle's
Fine.
gonna get up now and
Yours, Roy. Jeez.
put his hand on both of their shoulders. Hands, not one hand. Hands.
Just one.
Single hand.
There's a thumb on Roy and a pinky on Morgan.
Krynos
The
off.
power of Krynos.
Yeah, he's just partially shifted his hand to Krynos and just his hand.
I mean, it'd be a little intimidating.
Dead serious face. We need to talk.
Face. Dad face from the 19-year-old. God.
Yeah.
I mean, I forget how old you are, actually.
Morgan's 28. She's like nearly 10 years older than you, dude.
Oh man, it's you need some wisdom. It's my job to give it. I guess. No. And Kyle will say, "Do you think I could talk to you both about something?"
And I'm gonna snap. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, can't you see we're in the middle of an argument? God, Kyle.
I
Learn some
know.
fucking boundaries.
I can see that, and it's a bit about that, and a bit about some related things.
When they
Please?
snap at Kyle, Cora's gonna just stand up, just like a getting ready to rumble.
as Sorcha notices this, she's going to lean over from where she's sipping her coffee and call out, "You're being a shite! Listen to them!"
I've still got my wit about me. What is it, Kyle?
Well, let's go somewhere a little more private, at least.
It's at this point, Roy, that you notice everyone staring at you. Same with you, Morgan.
I look around and just go, take a fucking picture, it lasts longer, dickheads.
How about you Uras use what technology you have to record us?
Oh, Christ.
As you see some growls.
Please.
I'll walk off at this point because it's not worth my time.
Morgan is just like, I'm fucking going back to bed. Screw this bullshit.
I'm just gonna take Morgan's arm and then drag towards Roy.
Cora will grab
Let go of me.
Roy's
Whoa,
arm.
whoa, whoa. Let go of me. Jeez.
Both arms
away, Kyle.
hoisted as you walk towards Roy.
Have you ever heard of boundaries? Consent?
There were boundaries, and now there aren't. This is important, and you'll listen. Both of you.
I didn't give consent to this.
Cora's got one of Morgan's arms. Cora's got one of Roy's arms. We're going.
Sorcha just sips her coffee.
I'm gonna say nothing because I already don't like Cora.
You love
What a group
her. You want to hold her. You want to kiss her. You want to love her.
Litany.
Oh, you could still hold and kiss and hug someone. I ain't breaking no litany.
Just don't breed. That's it.
Just don't breed. Yeah.
That
At
is
no
not-
point did I say breed.
That is not how the Get interpret the law.
No.
Well, the get are wrong.
It's not how the Fianna interpret the law either.
Wrong. New rules for the Fiona.
Anyway, there's an empty office real close by.
All right, so
Cora
into there
will
we
shove
go.
Roy in before attempting a shove of Morgan into the room. Are there chairs?
Yes.
Sit.
So I'll stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna start pacing.
I'm gonna lean against the wall. Old cool kid.
Sorcha will follow in after with her coffee.
If you two are going to scuffle like dogs, you'll take orders like dogs. Sit.
I'm gonna growl.
Just
Don't even try.
What is it?
so Shinigami, our pack mate, the person who took her from us, who we've talked a lot about, was Maxwell. You guys know that.
Yeah, slimy dude.
The other person who was there with him, her name is B.
Her name
And
is
she-
Vic.
Yeah, Bick, right. And she was our pack mate. So she took to all of this very reluctantly. None of this was for her. This world, these responsibilities. And Cora and I, we took to it a lot better. And we didn't understand B's problems with it, and we just thought if we push her harder, this is all going to go away. She'll get better, she'll understand. She'll figure all of this out, and she'll join us. We'll get along better, and it'll just work out. We just have to push her a little harder. But that's not what ended up happening. Instead, we made her more susceptible to others' words. We weren't there for her the way we were supposed to. The way we were supposed to support her. We didn't do it. We weren't the pack we were supposed to be. And because of that, the worm whispered in her ear. And she fell. And because of that, she took Shinigami from us. And, I mean, I suppose maybe it would have happened anyway. Maybe Maxwell would have succeeded regardless. But the world is a worse place because of the way we reacted to B's problems. And for that part, Kyle will look directly at Roy. And then he'll shift his gaze towards Morgan. And B couldn't understand that we did love her. Part of that was our fault for not making it clear. but she got wrapped up in the fact that she didn't feel useful, that she didn't think what we were doing, or even more specifically what she was doing, mattered. And because of all of that, out of everyone, she probably hurts more than we do. I don't want you two to make the same mistake that the three of us did.
Morgan is just looking at the floor at this point. She's not looking at anyone.
Roy's actually going to turn to Morgan and put a hand on her shoulder and gently say that I've only done this because I do care about my pack, whether it's a temporary one or not. And I do consider you like family. And I only want what's best for my family. And I hope you can forgive the outburst from me. If you need someone to talk to about anything, remember you have a pack.
Want to get close to anyone because I don't want to lose anyone. Why I keep pushing you away. That's why I keep pushing Melvin away. Why I don't make friends.
You will be living a long and lonely life doing that. It's part of life to lose someone like that, especially friends, family. It's what you do with the time that you're given to be with those that you care for that really defines you as a person. And I think that's what you need to focus on. I don't want you to end up like Vic did. And I don't want Melvin to end up like that either, which is why I'm trying so hard to find him.
Sorry, Roy.
I'll turn Morgan around and give her a hug, like a full-on hug.
Morgan completely like freezes open the hug, just like gently just raising a hand and gently patting Roy on the back. And then like, okay, let go. Too much affection.
Well, you're in my pack now. You're going to be getting this a lot more than you think.
Please no. Told you, British, we only show affection to dogs and horses. You are... Oh shit, I suppose technically you are a dog.
Don't say it.
Balls! Everyone here is technically a dog. Fuck! My British analogy doesn't work. Well, this has been enlightening. And I'm not sure whether or not I want to sit and cry, or if I want to smack somebody in the face. So that's good. Maybe I'll just go and get a cup of tea.
So at that point, Sorcha's gonna give y'all a look and then pull out a blunt from her pocket and say, we could relax with this. Let bygones be bygones.
Just look at Sorcha. Have you been holding out this entire time that I've been here?
I've been keeping a few things close to the chest.
You just don't ask the right questions.
Sly bitch! You could have told me you had some other good stuff.
Well, I was looking for an appropriate time.
Oh, this is an appropriate time. And Morgan just holds a hand out like, gimme.
So go ahead and offer it over.
Have you got a lighter in that magical pocket of yours?
She nods and pulls it out.
Oh, this is better than a cup of tea.
Yeah. What about you two? She motions over to Cora and Kyle.
Cora, come over. Sure.
Yeah, all right.
And she'll glance sideways at Morgan, and if you're feeling like smacking someone around, I'm always down for a scuffle.
That's
or attempting
that's great.
to smack someone around.
That's a good offer, and Morgan will just pass on the. Thanks for telling me about B.
It's
I
hard.
might not want to be part of this world, but I also don't want to end up in the same position that she did.
It's hard to bring her up, but
Yeah, I bet.
it's it's necessary sometimes. Like now. We don't want anyone else to follow the same path that she did. And any opportunity we have to stop a pack from falling apart and someone falling to the worm, we'll take it.
If I ever actually did fall to the worm, I'm
Okay.
pretty I was gonna say either you would, or my grandma would definitely find a way to kill me before anyone else did. So, yeah, I don't think I have to worry too much about that. Don't want to disappoint grandma any more than I already do.
You still got time to make her proud.
Well, I'm gonna try.
It is at this point the sprinkler systems turn on because you're smoking a blunt in an office building. As the alarms go off, and you see Leads of Steel open door going, "What the fuck?" And we will find out what the fuck indeed next time. Thank you to everyone who listened. We will see you in that next episode.
Oh my goodness.
Have a good night.
Bye.
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 Bye.